This GAN Sunday, the Agile Gaming League hosted the second PUBG TPP Duos Invitationals, in which 17 top competitive duos competed over 5 games. And as we can see here, game 1 was Sandhawk, then we travelled to Erringale, back to Sandhawk, then to Erringale, and then back to Sandhawk once again. Yet before we find out who came last, who was in the middle, and who came up into that top 3, 2, 1, and so became our new duos champions, let's have a little look at some of that end game action. I'm hesitant to add though, what we should say is that we've got end game actions for games 1, 3, 4 and 5, because unfortunately, because I'm a given idiot, I managed to disconnect myself from game 2 and therefore do not have the courage. But anyway, here you go. End game actions, games 1, 3, 4 and 5. Bone needs to just get his health up. You've got Faceless from He Who Watches in the Collectors, one of the top 3, which is a very nice situation. Sucks. Oh, Clive has gone down. What a shot by Collectors. We don't know this guy particularly well. Dogbo's in trouble as well. This could be a third place for the boys, and you've got to give them credit for that. I tell you what, Collectors and Watches from Team 9 taking down Togbone and Clivey with great accuracy. You've got to give them credit. But what they, oh, don't tell me I'm going to miss that final circle. Here we go. We've got them behind. Behind here, you've got Spicy Banana and Twitch just taking things easy. They've got plenty of kills during the game. Trademark Esports now. Trademark Esports against Faceless. He's coming down. It looks like they're going to move through. I'm just going to go high so we can see the action. So, 2 teams remaining. A third place for Agile with Clivey and Dogbone. The winners are going to be between Trademark Esports with Spicy Banana and Sucks, and Team 9 that's Faceless for the Collector and He Who Watches. I tell you what, they've split and they've split a lot. I tell you what, wow, Collector is really, wow, Collector is really building a rep here. He might be taking that Spicy Banana as well, and he has. I tell you what, Collector is on absolute fire. What a turn up for the books, with no disrespect meant. Faceless with He Who Watches and Collector bringing forth a very, very impressive win in game 1. So Trigger, Flacco just taking it circle. They've got the circle. They've got a bit of luck in that regard. Not going to move too much. I'm going to try and get it so we can have a look at both. He Who Watches on that right hand side, Collector. But let's just look at it from this point of view just for a second. Flacco and Trigger just sort of bobbing up and down. Look at the movement. You can tell they were in competition. The movement's coming through. Nice little manoeuvres to make sure no one's going to snipe their head off. Flacco and Trigger just moving around. Collector and Watches both in circle now. But I tell you what, both have got that little bit of defence as well. Nice little Sloan in the way. Collector and Watches, looking to imagine coming in with a 3 for 3. Goodness me. Trigger's down on half health. I'm not sure if he's got any yet. Is he bandaging up? He's just getting that bandage down. Watches is just coming through. Let's get a little bit closer. This is where that final battle is going to transpire. Here, Watches just making that move forward. Collector could really... Is that a grenade that's just come through? I'm not sure. It looked like a grenade sort of movement. Is anything going to shoot off? Yeah, but it was too far. I don't think they realised that they were so close. Right Trigger and Collector on that sort of almost far-fetched manoeuvre scenario. Flacco against Watches. Collector against Trigger. Winner circle against Faceless. Faceless winning the first 2 games. Chasing them. It's bobbing and weaving. It's bobbing and weaving. Where's the circle going to go? The circle's going to go. The only person that's not in is Collector. So they can just afford to sit there for a second. Collector may well find himself on. I tell you what, Watches is moving backwards. I'm not sure that's a good decision. Flacco's watching for him and takes away about 50% of his life. What a little game between these 2 guys. Grenade coming through. Oh, it's a flashbang. Oh, he's on the circle. What a move by Flacco. Watches is in trouble. Collector's, is he going to come round? Flacco's coming round for the thirst by the looks of it. Is he coming round? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Collector might have him though. He's there you go, and this is where it's going to happen. Collector has to have him. He'll be moving that towards Collector. Surely Right Trigger will be making that manoeuvre. He's not thirsting him out. Well, he has thirsted him out. It's 2 against 1. 2 against 1. You've got the winner circle. You've got Flacco and Trigger going up against Collector. Some Faceless. Surely it's going to be finishing him off. Surely it's going to finish him off. Surely it's going to finish him off. But that's exactly what happens. There you go. A first win. A first win in the Agile Gaming League. Yes, it's in the duos, not the squads, for the winner circle. Where's Puzo gone? Have I lost Puzo without knowing? There's Puzo. There's Puzo, and it's coming in. He's got 3 seconds before it's coming through. You've got Bandit coming through. Apex, Chrissy has just taken down Bandit. It's just Smokey. Oh my goodness, that's a Smokey. After taking down our leaders at the moment, Apex have got away with it. They're having a nice little bit of a munch on that loot. There is something right down in the middle. Goober and Puzo from Agile. Now these are our top 3 teams. We've got Apex, we've got the winner circle with Trigger. Trigger's going to find himself in trouble though. Is he going to get in? I'm not sure if Trigger's going to get in. And I think Goober's having a little look at him, and there you go. Goober takes him through. So it looks like you've got an Agile against Apex scenario. You've got Maka and Chrissy from Apex. You've got Puzo and Goober from Agile coming through. The circle isn't too much against any of them. They've both got defensible positions. You could say that Maka and Chrissy have just got a little bit more height than the Agile guys, but I don't want to go too close. There you go. They're getting their meds on. They're getting lit. Oh, Puzo should see this on the right hand. Oh my goodness, that wasn't far away. Lovely grenade coming down by one of the Apex boys, but wasn't close enough to Puzo to cause too much disconcern. So here we go, the circle. Really, I'd have been pushing it a little bit more, knowing that the Apex boys have got to be pushed in. They're going to have to move forward. Goober and Puzo just on this right hand side. Puzo's giving him the opportunity. He hadn't moved, he'd have been there with him. Goober's ready to go. They're really looking after this win. No doubt want this win. Maka's gone down. Goober's got Maka. It's just Chrissy. Puzo knows where he is. Goober's coming through. Let me just get a little bit closer for you. And here's this battle. Here's this battle. It's going to be close. And there you are. Goober and Puzo from Team Agile coming up with a win. Coming up with a win. And there, that will taste good. It's been a while. So there you go. Goober and Puzo. Puzo, man. Goober got all the kills. 6 kills for kills. And for Goobs. 0 for Puzo coming in first place. Well, just gets the tip of the confines for Apex are coming round. So you've got Apex for Chrissy and Maka. Puzo and Goober needing a good win. Considering they won that last match, so this could give them a chance. Considering the Pacers got a first, second, and 5th. And then going out relatively early in this game. There's Puzo, there's Goober. Apex have changed their mind. They're going back round. They may well have seen the Smoky crew. Going to be a close game. This is game 5 of 5. This is going to probably have an impact upon that top of that leaderboard. 17 great duos. Remember, with the AGL, it's not about size, it's about quality. It's about respect, it's about gameplay. It's about competitive and fun, the best of amateur gaming scenarios. Apex are coming through. Mackie and Chrissy are there. I think Smokey's seen him though. It's all Smokey needs to do is look to his right. Is he going to look to his right? But he's not looking to his right. He's missed him. What a miss. Unless they're just hoping just to stay away from stay away for now. They all want the win. You can tell everyone's just being a little bit calm. Not everybody knows what's going on. There you go. No. I've moved it at the wrong time. Looks like he's going after Mac, who's going to about to bump in. Who's going to win this one? Oh, it's close. I'm going to try and get some height so I can finish it off. Oh my goodness me. Smokey Jones is on form. Taking down Maka. That leaves Chrissy. Chrissy's only down to what, half health? He's surely thirsting him out. That's Maka's gone. Smokey Jones has made that happen. They're upping their game, let me tell you. And now Puzo and Goober are trying to come on it. Oh my goodness me. Goober's finished things off on Chrissy. That's the top 2 scenario. You got the Smoky team against Agile. They're coming round. They've left the confines of the home when they didn't want to. Really, if you look at the Puzo Goober scenario against Red Eye Jonesy. Oh my goodness, Red Eye's brought in a grenade. What a grenade at the right time for Smoky. Could this be their first win in the AGL? They've been with us for a number of seasons. Team Sting, now known as Smoky, coming round. Puzo's going to have to bring it out. Puzo's going to have to bring it. Oh, he's not trying to get him up, is he? Oh my god, he's got 2 of them. He's got 2 of them. He's done one. He needs to turn around. He needs to turn around. It's going to be close. Oh my god. Oh, he has. Puzo's brought him down. Oh my goodness gracious me. He ran out of bullets. He tossed it round. He twisted like a mother and he made it happen. Wow. That, I tell you now, Smoky were a slither away. And there we have it. 5 top competitive duo games. Some crazy action, some intense battles where games 1 and 2 were won by Faceless. Game 3 by the winner's circle, and Agile coming back in games 4 and 5 to grab a couple of chicken dinners. So the results have been verified. A few conversations have had to be had, but we are now in a position to go and find out how things look on that final league table.
Render full start.
Now we can all walk, can't we, into a public lobby with some of our boys and ladies, of course, and get a plethora of chicken dinners on a daily basis. Not too much of a concern. Yet let us remember that when we go into a competitive lobby such as the AGL, things are just a little bit different. Whoever competes, someone's going to come first, second, third, and in the end, unfortunately, because of the level of competition, some are going to be lower down in the league table. But before we get there, let's just, for those of you that don't understand how our league tables work, let's just have a look to our, well, my right, however it looks on your screens. What I haven't done, what we do with the squads, is include all of the logos of the teams, etc., just on the basis that we've got some teams that have just sort of come together for the sake of the Duos Invitational, just for a little bit of fun. Now, what we're going to have on that sort of left-hand side is our position, team name, and the different members of the duos in the next column. Then we're going to have position points. Now, what you can see just here, over there, so see those 5 little boxes. What we have there is the positions that they came between 1st and 7th. Kill points, obviously, that is worked out from the number of kills they get in any given game. These positions worked out with our grand total. Of course, what we have is a league positioning scenario where we go from 300 all the way down, 300 for the win, and it reduces as we move forward. So I would suggest that we get straight back into it. So in 17th place, that unfortunate wooden spoon, as it were, are the second Apex team with Milky, Bomb and Burns, who for whatever reason weren't able to be with us on that final game, but from just the two kills over the duration of the 5 games and 245 position points, come in an unfortunate 17th place. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? There it is. So our boys, who's in season 6 of the Squads League, came a very impressive 3rd place. Unfortunately, are down in 16th. Or I should say, one of the 2 on your head Sun teams come in 16th place, with Din and you mad bro coming 4th with a 10th, a 13th, a 16th, an 11th and a 12th. It didn't quite go to plan, but the boys no doubt will be still pecking it up there, going for the championship in the Squads League. Great lads, great team. No doubt an impressive future as they move forward. Probably a little bit disappointed for the SVG, the Savage Gaming boys, with Scobble and Deluxe. Things sort of meandered. They began well to a point and got a 9th in that last game, but that 16th, 14th and 12th, probably a little bit disappointing on their game, and probably the same, you could say, in regard to the number of the kills that they got over the duration. But no worries, Savage will be with us for Season 7 of the Squads League, so we'll see how they do in that regard. As I said, some teams come together. What we have here is one of the guys. We've got Deadfall from the Vigilant and Assassins, and we've got Paradox from Ineffable Gaming coming together. Actually not a bad start with the 6th place, but in the end came through with 390 position points, 420 overall, and just 20 points in front of them. And in 13 are Team Blank, the ever popular Alchemist with Rhett. Probably the best result there in game 5 with a 6th, a few kills along the way, but 13th place for the boys. Now a team and a player with some quite heighty reputation, trademark esports, Suts came through with the spicy banana, a man of a man, in 12th place, beginning well, a 2nd. But from that point forth, it just slowly got a little bit more difficult, drawing from a 2nd to an 8th to a 13th, and then 2 16th place positions with just 2 kills. But Sucks and Spicy, 2 individuals well known to the guys in the community. So well done, boys, as long as you had a good time. And there you have it. So we've got a 3rd place team in the squads. Unfortunately, the duos didn't quite go to plan with a 16th and an 11th. Bonehead the Bass and Leroy Silk coming through with a 5th, 7th and 8th. So not too bad at all, really. But that 16th and 11th drawing them down a little bit with their 5 kills as well. So 510 points. Things getting a little bit close. The PUBG goes, unfortunately, they won't be playing in Season 7, hopefully back in Season 8. But Schneebly and Patty coming through with actually not a bad performance, with a 6th, 5th, 9th and 7th. A few kills along the way, but coming home in 10th place in the end. So at least, boys, you get top 10. So here we have quite an interesting little scenario. What we've got here is our reigning squads champions in terms of Agile Team Beard squeezed in a sandwich behind or between the 2 Team Smoky, duos, of which are currently in quite a debate on who have come in front of the other. And in 9th place, I can say, it's the Hayden Bandit crew, who actually finished things off very nicely with 2-4s. Got a few kills again, but Bandit and Hayden in 9th place, just 10 points. Just 10 points behind Zero and Hacks, who come through. Well, they are not only two of our reigning squads champions, but also won the first Duos Invitational. So no doubt a little disappointed. But as we said, they found themselves in some crazy battles. But in the end, we all have to accept it, don't we? Some weeks we have great weeks, some others we have a little bit more of a challenging time. In the end, it could depend upon how we loot, how we drop, who we come up against, and how we move when we are face to face with our opposition. So well done to Beard and Hacks. Or Zero and Hacks, I say, in 8th place. Better luck next time, boys. Two-Face, the second of the Team Smoky, newly branded Team Smoky team, with Red Eye and Jonesy coming in with a 9th and 15th, 6th, 7th and 2nd. Really that 2nd, giving them the points they needed to just move in front of the Agile Team B Teal with 650. So 25 points, boys. 25 points in front of your fellow Smoky members, Hayden's Bandit. In 5th place, goddamn, super close. Yes, we do jump up a few points, but Team RIP, so rest in peace, and Agile Reputation, very close indeed. Both with 785 points, so therefore joint 5th on the Duos Invitational leaderboard. Clivey and Dogbone having some good results and some bad. I'd love to show you, I must tell you. I'd love to show you the video of them somehow blowing up a vehicle. I believe it was in game 4. After starting so well with a 3rd, a 4th and a 3rd, but it went a little bit disarray. I know we can all have arguments when one person's driving, whoever it might have been, and the invisible pebble scenario that we have in PUBG. So out of nowhere, god damn it, we've blown up the vehicle, and that's where the night went a little bit wrong for them. But 665 position points, 12 kills along the 5 games, so 785, just in front of Dave. And Hams from Rest in Peace, who, I tell you what, they were very impressive on the night. Some really good performances, finding themselves through some battles, some good movement. Look forward to seeing them for the first time in Season 7 of the Squads League. Coming in with a 2nd was their best result of the day. That 2nd coming with 6 kills, but 685 on the position points. 10 kills over the 5 games, so joint 5th place for Team Rest in Peace and Agile Reputation. And what does that leave? That leaves Apex number 1 with Maka and Chrissy in 4th place. A 5th, a 2nd and a 3rd. So I should say a 2nd, a 3rd and a 5th. Their top 3 results. A little bit disappointing for them with a 10 and a 15. But we all know the difference in the points really happens on that top end, that 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. The points very much squeeze together as you move down the league table. And with 15 kills over the 5 games, remember, each of those kills is a very valuable one, taking down an individual from a duo of quality and making sure they can't come back on you. With 830 points, Team Apex in 4th position. So when I click this next button, we're going to find out who came 1st, 2nd and 3rd. What I'm thinking, what I should have done is sort of removed it as we go. But here we go. Here's the results. In 3rd place, we've got the winner circle, who actually came through with a victory in the 3rd game. A disappointing 1st, but what we should say is the trigger here did get disconnected, but took it on the chin like a man. Flacco came through with a 14th, but in the end, a 1st, a 3rd and a 9th. Coming through, 675 position points, 19 kills, so an impressive kill count. Some really good battles, taking down our final winners, Faceless. I think it was in game... Yes, it was in game 3, taking them down to a 2nd place in game 3. So well done to Winner Circle. We're not sure if they're going to be with us for the Squads Leagues at this given point in time, but Right Trigger and Flacco from the Winner Circle in a well-deserved 3rd place. Difficult beginnings, but acted like true gamers, moving it forward and bringing home some results. That leaving Team Agile with Puzo and Goober, who had a terrible start, really, for what they were looking for. An 11th and a 14th. Now, this duo here from Agile looking to really make an impact again after a disappointing season in the Squads League. Starting with 11th and the 14th, but goddamn, they kept their chins up high, had some crazy battles with other Agile members, as well as an array of the other teams. Finishing off in game 3 of the 4th, and then 2 chicken dinners, 2 1st place, as we saw in those endgame highlights. with some really good kills. Most of the time, I should say that Goober was carrying Puzo, treating him a little bit as a backpack, but I'm sure we'll have an argument about that a little bit later on. But well done to Puzo and Goober. 21 kills along the way, 1,085 points, and a well-deserved second place. And that leaves Faceless, Watchers and Collector coming in first place with their first outing in the AGL. Very, very highly ranked in the league tables. Got to know them a little bit better, let's just say, over the last couple of days. But starting their evening with a first and a first, going down a little bit on a second, fifth, and then a 15th. But goddamn, they won some good battles. Actually went back and watched Watch's stream. I think it was his father actually in the background. These guys were getting very, very excited. But we've had a few conversations over the last couple of days. And discussed the way things went down, but very, very impressive as it were. 24 kills, so the highest kill count as well. So 1,020 position points for who are our second duos Invitational AGL champions. So much congratulations to these guys. I'm sure the rest of the boys and ladies in the community will respect you for such. That's a first, a second, a fifth, and a 15th with 8 kills in game 1, 5 and 5 in games 2 and 3, 4 and 2 in games 4 and 5. So well done to Team Faceless. I'm sure a lot of the other duos will be looking to take you down in the very, very near future. So there we have it. There is your league table. The main thing here, I hope everybody had a really, really good competitive time. Don't worry if you are a bit lower down on the league table. Every single duo you come up against is of a quality that then no one should be embarrassed or shamed in any way whatsoever. Let's be honest. We can go into these lobbies, we can kick ass, or we can have our asses kicked. And I think what is really important is the fact that we can celebrate the wins as they come along, and then we can take it on the chin when things don't quite go our way. Okay, so I've got to know all of you. Actually, there's a couple of new teams. I hope those of you that have not competed with us previously before enjoyed yourselves. Very much looking forward to season 7 of the Squads League. So if you are looking to get a team in, I would do so nice and quickly. And there we have it. There is your leaderboard for the second AGL PUBG TTP Duos Invitational. Hope you had a great time. This is Truth here from the AGL, signing out. I will see you all online, no doubt, very, very, very soon.